Well, good morning, friends. Good morning, Pemi. Well, this should be it. Last two summits for spring, Mount Lincoln and Mount Lafayette. We're going to do the Franconia Ridge Loop, which lots of time up above tree line. We'll see what the weather looks like. Skies kind of gray, not the greatest, supposed to rain. Supposed to be some thunderstorms later, but we should be well off the mountain by then. Yeah, I know. I've checked the weather. We should be good. Plan has us off the mountain by 2 o'clock, and weather's not supposed to really hit until like 8, so we've got plenty of cushion. So you ready to do this, buddy? He's ready. Lee, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. Heading up the side of the ridge, we tackled the Falling Waters Trail. It's a stunning path, but locals jokingly call it the Falling Hikers Trail for a reason. The wet rock and steep drops can get pretty sketchy. Luckily for us, today those tricky sections were an absolute breeze. The weather was perfect, cool but not cold, cloudy enough to keep the sweat down, and completely bug-free, which is practically a miracle for New Hampshire this time of year. Of course, while I was carefully navigating the slick granite slabs and earning every single foot of elevation, my climbing partner, Pemi, had a very different experience. He was, as usual, riding in the pack, completely unbothered by gravity. Howdy. Pretty good. Thank you. Oh, we got views. Unbelievable. No appreciation for his chauffeur. But all the grinding pays off the second you break through the trees at Little Haystack Mountain. Stepping out onto the open alpine zone of the Franconia Ridge Trail is always a breathtaking moment. From here, we began the iconic ridge walk pushing towards Mount Lincoln. Walking along this narrow granite spine with massive drops on either side makes you feel incredibly small. The high clouds held steady, keeping the grand scale of the whites fully on display as we march closer to completing a massive milestone. Yeah, I can't hear a word you're saying, and I doubt they can hear me. We'll take care of it in the studio, but we got views. Leaving the summit of Lincoln behind, we set our sights on Mount Lafayette, the final giant on the ridge. The conditions up here continued to hold perfectly. Still no bugs, cool alpine air, and high ceiling that gave us completely clear views of the deep valleys below. Pemi, naturally, took credit for ordering the ideal weather package. This stretch of trail is incredibly special. This isn't just another weekend hike. Standing on top of Lafayette marks the official grand finale of my spring New Hampshire 48 list. Crossing that second full season off the master calendar represents a lot of muddy miles, variable weather transitions, and hard work. Though if you ask Pemi, he'll tell you he's the one who deserves the certificate. You have to love the confidence. Unbothered, ungrateful, but riding in style.
All right, Pemi. I'm kind of hunkered down out of the wind so that they can hear us. But we did it. Spring is in the bag, my friends. We're done with the Four Seasons spring. And we're done with summer too. So we can work on the terrifying 25 until fall when we've got just a few more. And then we gotta knock it out of the park this winter. And we'll finish it. Yeah, that's awesome. And it's cloudy, but not too bad, so we get a little bit of view. So I'm gonna poke up out of this crevasse so that we can see the views, okay? He's really excited today.
The wind on the summit was absolutely fierce, so loud it was completely blowing out the microphone and flopping Pemi's antlers around like crazy. I had to lower the audio so I could actually tell you what we're looking at. We're kicking off this spectacular panoramic view facing west towards the sheer drops of Cannon Cliffs and rotating clockwise past the cone of Mount Garfield, the massive peaks of the Twins, and the deep wilderness, and right back around to look at the spine of Mount Lincoln where we just stood.
Well, Pemi, we did it. All 48 for spring. Now we just got fall and winter. Yeah, fall's gonna be easy. Winter's gonna be a challenge, but we can do it this year. We're gonna get her. So, it was a great hike, you know? We were afraid that bugs would be a problem, but the winds up top were good enough to keep the bugs off. We didn't start feeling any bugs until we started getting down into the trees. But thank y'all for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video and the views. And as always, don't forget, chase your dreams, challenge your limits, and choose joy. Azimuth and Pemi and Lee, out.